रेज योर हैंड। पहले सब आदमी नीचे कर लीजिए हैंड प्लीज। डेल रौनक आप भी कर सकते हो। ओके। नाउ रेज योर हैंड इफ यू रिमेंबर, उस क्लास में हमने फॉरेन एक्सचेंज के बारे में क्या डिस्कस किया था? व्हाट डिड वी डिस्कस इन दैट क्लास? क्विक, फास्ट।
Yes, sir, I am.
गो अहेड निशु, क्या डिस्कस किया था? व्हाट डिड वी डिस्कस?
Sir, like money market, that just deals in short-term days, like instruments, or usually for 1 year and less than 1 year.
ओके, ओके, perfect. That concept we have covered. We also covered on foreign exchange as well, that आप जाओ अपने nearby foreign exchange में, if you want to travel abroad, you need to go exchange in your town, correct? Forex जहाँ मिलती है, so you can convert your rupees to dollar or the country where you are going, that country currency, correct or wrong? कितने लोगों को याद है? At least अब याद आ रहा है. Put yes if you can recall
Yes, sir.
that discussion. Good. Now, so what exactly it is? This is a major stuff in different kind of instrument. If you remember our वन रिवीजन में कराऊंगा अब आपको फिर से कि स्ट्रक्चर क्या है. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू रिमेंबर फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम, फाइनेंशियल स्ट्रक्चर, फाइनेंशियल इंस्ट्रूमेंट, द फर्स्ट क्लास, वेरी फर्स्ट क्लास वेयर वी हैव गॉन इनटू डिटेल एंड डिस्कस्ड अबाउट इट? उसको रिकॉल करना होगा तो यू विल अंडरस्टैंड one of the arm and critical arm is foreign exchange and money markets, right? One of the critical arm is foreign exchange and money market. And tell me, what is that property which makes foreign exchange a critical market? क्यों foreign exchange remains one of the most important markets in financial markets? Anybody recall that?
Sir, may
So
I
because
answer?
the rates keep changing and it is a global marketplace.
Okay. Anybody else?
Sir, because there is no any single currency which is used in all over the world. So every country has to maintain their currency, and for maintaining their currency, they have to exchange and take the rates of other another currencies like US dollars and Japanese yen, etc.
Perfect. Anybody else? So these three are very important. Just I will polish the language. Uh, there is a massive fluctuation in the market which creates a opportunity, which we say arbitrage, leverage, right? These are the opportunity which is highest in foreign exchange market, forex. Second, which Muhammad Ayan was talking, that it, or first Ria has said that it is available on the global scale, right? So if you want to do any transaction in world, even though you want to buy equity in some other country, you need foreign exchange to enable you to buy. Are you with me? So it becomes an underlying body which needs to be treated as a financial market so that you can enable other markets. You want to buy assets in other country, you want to buy defense equipment from other country, you want to do asset transaction in other country. For example, I want to buy a house in Mauritius. Shahrukh Khan has bought a house in Dubai, right? If we want to buy such kind of any kind of asset, I need a another asset which is foreign exchange. And then Muhammad Ayan added to that that there is a several currency available, and each currency requires need to be converted because there is no global currency. However, there is a global currency which is called dollar. Dollar is mostly accepted all across world, but still you need to convert into that country currency. That's the third. But fourth and most important reason because of these three is that it is one of the largest market on earth. Largest. Okay, when we will go into forex, you will understand equity market, debt market is one of the largest as well. The second largest market is debt market. Okay, and then you have first you have foreign exchange, then you have debt, which is our bonds, etc., which we learned, and then the third market is equity market, which is also loved by everyone, right? Because anybody wants to develop a product on anything, they want to use equity as a medium. But we understood if that equity need to be traded in different market at global level, then you need foreign exchange. So foreign exchange has the largest transaction happening at any point in time. And that is why fluctuation is also very high. And as I told you in the last lecture, धंधा means volume. वॉल्यूम जितना ज्यादा उतना रिलायंस भाई को और अडानी भाई को इंटरेस्ट होता है. व्हाई? बिकॉज दे नो मेरा टाइम लिमिटेड है. सो उसी टाइम में इफ आई एम एबल टू do 10 transaction, I will earn X money. If I will do 2 transaction, I will earn X by 10 money. Multiply by 2. Yeah. So 2X divided by 10. So 0.2X money. Are you with me? So that is why volume is the business. And in volume, foreign exchange is a king. And that is why it is very fragile. A lot of people lose money as well as make money. And the risk is very low in that sense. Okay. Compared to what return you make, in that sense, risk remain lower. Risk remain lower in the case of debt as well. Bond market में हमने पढ़ा. The lowest risk market is debt market. Why? Because there will be government behind it. Government backs bank behind it. So your money is nearly protected. But of course, up to the insurance or government protection which you get, which is 2 lakh rupees nowadays, right? Earlier it was 1 lakh rupees. And that also, if the bank becomes defunct, like cooperative banks all across India, you will get 25,000 only. Withdrawal capacity reduces. So these are some facts which we need to know. But we will start today with we will be diving into the fascinating world of foreign exchange and money market. And these are the backbone of global finance. What is it? It is your reed ki haddi. It is the backbone of all the financial markets. It enable governments, right? Because each government requires currency to be easily transferable. Now, how many of you have heard about a story about one country where people has to carry bags of rupees, bags of currency to get a tea, a cup of tea, or a bread, bun, bun 5 रुपए का आता है. You have to carry a suitcase of notes in millions of that currency, millions. हाँ, आप यहाँ 5 रुपया बोलते हो, वो 5 मिलियन लेके जाएगा और हाथ में कैरी ले करके लेके जाएगा, तो उसको एक बन मिलेगा उधर से. उसका ब्लड उससे ज्यादा बर्न होता है. आप समझ रहे हो ना? He has to carry to a shopkeeper next to him and buy a bun. You know which country was that initially? Recent times. अभी भी है, वैसा ही है. कोई गेस करो. ट्राई इट. अच्छा चलो कॉन्टिनेंट बताओ. विच कॉन्टिनेंट दिस कंट्री लाइज इन?
सर आई नो बट नेम्स ऑफ द कंट्री सर मुझे याद नहीं आ रहे, बट उन्होंने पैसा छाप के और गरीबी दूर करने की कोशिश की थी.
बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हो निशु. नेक्स्ट टाइम इन इंग्लिश बोलिए. टेल मी. आई कैन स्पीक इन हिंदी टू मेक इट easier. You cannot speak in Hindi. Okay. You are right. Absolutely. They started printing money, and this has happened in 2010. Okay. There was a dictator. He's still there. Right. 2010 नहीं, उसके पहले से ही वो कर रहा हूँ. The moment he became dictator, he started printing, and when he had a fight with European countries, because most of the European countries still use such kind of countries. नाम आपको ढूंढना पड़ेगा. नाम still you have to search, but Nisu has given the idea. He started printing money. He started printing currency to fight with US. All economists, absolutely Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe was that country. Very happy. Zimbabwe was that country which started after having a fight with Europeans and Americans that you guys are sucking our blood, you are doing this, you are mining, etc. So they stopped the dollar supply and immediately that country currency dropped like hell. There is another country called Iran. If somebody goes for trip, that's the right place to go right now. Why? Because again, you can carry 10,000 of rupees and you can convert into millions there, and then you can deal in millions. So whoever wants to become millionaire, एक बार ईरान घूम के आने का. उससे भी अच्छा किसी को घूमना है तो तुर्की जाने का. Turkey is in the similar situation. Of course, it is not as bad. It's a European country. Is still half of the part is in Europe, half of the part is in. और अभी तो नहीं जाने का. अभी तो there is a fight going on. We have to respect every culture and ethnicity. बट पॉइंट ये है कि this happens because foreign exchange market fundamentals are not respected. और जब भी फंडामेंटल के साथ आप रिस्पेक्ट नहीं रखोगे, बी इट इन योर लाइफ, बी इट इन योर फाइनेंस, वेनेजुएला इज अनदर कंट्री, करेक्ट? ऑयल की वजह से अगेन फाइट विद डॉलर. सो नो बडी कैन टेक फाइट विद डॉलर. दे कैन टेक अ फाइट विथ president, which is Trump, but you can't fight with that currency. And that is why India, all this BRIC nation is planning to bring their own currency. And that's why Trump got agitated. He promised to the citizen of America that I will implement tariff. So these guys will get a lesson. Okay. Otherwise, after Europe, there was a currency about to come in Middle East, never came. There is a currency which was about to come in Asia under BRICS. Again, dollar dominance will be challenged. They cannot float their bonds. And that is why we have a tariff fight going on. So this is how foreign currency and foreign exchange is important. Clear? So it enables government, it enables corporation and even individuals sometimes, right? When we are traveling, we want to enjoy, we want to go for jobs, right? People say, earn in dollar, spend in rupees. Earn in dollar, spend in rupees. This is also a very good concept used by software company. They will always earn in dollar and pay in rupees. Yeah, the local, their employees. So it also helps corporation, individual, hedge funds, managers, and it is required. Both money market and foreign exchange both are required for following four things, which we will go in detail in law, which is liquidity. What is liquidity? How many of you do not understand liquidity? Put Y in chat box. So once for all, liquidity as a concept will go out of your way. Liquidity. अच्छा, सबको आता है. तो कोई एक चालू करते हैं. लेट्स स्टार्ट वन बाय वन. Somebody explain me liquidity. Let's start from there. Very good. If you know, I'm really happy.
Sunny,
Yeah, please go ahead, Ria.
so liquidity means how easily and how fast you can convert any asset into cash.
Very good. Good approach there. Anybody else want to give a try? Okay.
Sir, I want to add one thing in this.
Yes.
How quick and easily we can convert an asset into cash without losing its actual value, sir.
Perfect. Without using the actual value. So whoever have not understood, you have heard two definition. There are few more people who have put the definition in chat box. The amount that will convert into cash and cash equivalent immediately known as liquidity. So it is nothing but a way of processing your one asset into another asset. What is it? It is a process for converting one asset into another asset. One asset could be any asset here. Cash to cash also is a liquidity. Are you with me? Here, for example, I will give you example. Cash to cash how, sir? You can ask that, right? How many of you can explain me how cash to cash is a event of liquidity? Give me an example if you understand liquidity.
Sir, currency exchange.
Currency exchange, very good, right? So you can, how fast one currency can be transferred into another currency will decide whether it is liquid or it is illiquid. दूसरा वर्ड क्या है? नॉन लिक्विड नहीं होता, इलिक्विड. सो पॉइंट ये है कि करेंसी में अगर आपके पास वही जाम्बियन $1 million का एक सूट बैग किसी ने पकड़ा दिया और आप लेके इंडिया आ गए. अब आप गए SBI बैंक. You reach to SBI bank. Old lady doesn't have time. She is in lunch time, right? She tells you, okay, come sit. You sat for there for an hour. Yeah, then your number still is not coming. You get agitated. You go there, stand in front of her. Ma'am, मेरा time कब आएगा? She says, okay, अभी अभी lunch time हुआ, अभी हमारे घर जाने का time हुआ, कल आओ. Again, you carried that huge bag home, and next day you again came back, thinking I have $1 million. Yeah, you came again, same episode started in SBI bank, ran for 2, 3 hours. You become real investment banker and you said either you do my work or I am writing a letter to ombudsman. Who is ombudsman? Anybody heard it, this name? Next time, whenever you are stuck in bank, just take one name called ombudsman. Tell me who is that ombudsman?
Sir, the manager will be the first man, ombudsman.
Very good. What a strategy you are telling. That is the ombudsman. What is ombudsman, Ronak?
Sir, he is the one where we can file our complaints if we are facing
Correct,
any kind of problems.
correct. Have you worked in bank or is your family member is in bank?
No, sir, it was told in class.
Very good. Very good. I am now hearing good things about the class, Ronak. So that is what ombudsman work is. First ombudsman is your branch manager. So you said, I am going to meet the branch manager. You went to him. He is also same guy, right? He is also from SBI only. He said, sir, please sit, sir, please sit. Don't get angry. You are youth of our country. Sit, sir. And he goes out. And then he goes into lunch break. And he comes after an hour. What will you do? Next step in ombudsman, Ronak?
Sir, we will go to his senior, the one who he answers to.
Unfortunately,
I
that's
think
an
it.
incorrect answer. In branch, manager is the manager. He is the final authority there. There is a regional manager on top of it. There is a zonal manager on top of
Yes,
it.
sir.
But in SBI, he is the right authority to meet. If he doesn't meet you, then you approach another ombudsman. Who is that final ombudsman?
Sir, he will be the regional manager.
फाइनल ऊपर नहीं बताओ.
Fi-
फाइनल किसके पास जाओगे? सबसे एग्जॉस्ट वो तो ऐसे भी नहीं इंगेज
Sir,
होते हैं
sir,
सब.
the one who is the CEO of SBI, he will be the final.
तो यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा कमी रह गया है, उसको ऐड करिए. फाइनल एम्बुड्समैन इन इंडिया इज आरबीआई. हु इज दैट? आरबीआई. आरबीआई के पोर्टल पे जाइएगा, वहां पे एम्बुड्समैन लिखा हुआ है. ठीक है, उसको क्लिक करिएगा, उसमें प्रोसेस दिया है, आप प्रोसेस फाइल करो. विद इन 7 डेज आपके घर पे आएंगे मैनेजर और वो लेडी एंड सॉल्व योर प्रॉब्लम. व्हाट वाज योर प्रॉब्लम? यू आर कैरिंग दैट बिग बैग एवरी डे. You had a different problem. Ombudsman was not a problem. Problem was you were carrying that bag every day, and these guys were just telling you, come tomorrow. Reason they were telling, we have to understand. But now they will come to your house and they will say, sir, better you throw this currency because this currency I cannot convert. Why they are saying this? Because I cannot convert this into dollar because dollar doesn't accept this currency, and thereby you please throw it. I have come to personally, regional manager, zonal, all that guys, CEO also will come to you and meet you. Yeah, because you have written to the right authority, which is RBI. And they will come to your house and say, what? Sir, if you ask, all my staff will dig a hole for you. Please throw there and wrap it up. Why? Because you have to go to Zambia again to get the exchange done. Nobody else will do. This is the problem. Are you with me? And that is why here liquidity comes into play. So what is the liquidity here? Maybe 10 year down the line when you will try to go back, digging that hole, removing that bag and going back to Zambia to get it exchanged. Or after 10 years, maybe that dictator dies, the current president of that country, and somebody reasonable comes and he does some kind of negotiation with US and they start accepting his currency, because India cannot convert directly into Zambia, or India has to open a branch, SBI has to open a branch. So they will explain everything to you. Try it once, but end of the day, you have to go back to Zambia to return the money. So best don't bring that back. That's the best solution. Now, so that is how the liquidity works. So what was the liquidity here? 10 year. You will get your money, but after 10 year, and maybe much more depreciated money than what you have today. You never know. So that is why liquidity is very important concept. Second is hedging risk. Hedging risk is another aspect of global finance which gets enabled by money market and foreign exchange. Anybody wants to give an example of risk in your markets which you can use money market and forex to mitigate? Anyone?
Sir, is it stop loss?
Sir, it is
Stop loss?
kind of a stop loss. Absolutely. To hedge the risk, anything to hedge is a stop loss, right? To hedge that risk, what is the risk? That your asset can deteriorate much further. Not to have it, you will hedge it. It can be equity, it can be debt, it can be your foreign exchange, it can be your money market. The moment I will come to know ki Zambia is started printing the money, I will put my stop loss. I will do my hedging the risk. What will be that risk? I will tell those guys who is bringing that money, bring half of it at least in dollar term. Even though they give you reduced rate, okay? Take it in dollars and then leave the country. Don't leave the country with that large bag. Transport cost itself will be so much that you will be lost. Right? फ्लाइट का कॉस्ट होगा ना, और एक्स्ट्रा लगेज का कॉस्ट हो जाएगा. सो ट्राई नॉट टू ब्रिंग अ बैग, कन्वर्ट इनटू डॉलर, और कन्वर्ट एटलीस्ट half of it in dollar. If you think tomorrow I can make real good money in Zambian currency, right now 1 rupee equal to 1 million Zambian. Tomorrow new president comes, it might be 1 rupee equal to, even though say 1,000 rupees, 1,000 Zambian currency. How much of currency will, how much of money will you be making? Massive amount, right? From 1 million, now that 1 million, early 1 rupees what 1 million. Now we are telling you, and think through, because these calculation we will do. Okay, so be ready for it. I don't want you to get confused in simple calculation of previous class. So I am trying to give you a concept, which is 1 rupee today is getting converted into 1 million. Tomorrow, same rupee will convert into $1 million. Sorry, million rupees to say 1,000 Zambian rupees. What is the appreciation you got in your money? Tell me that. सिंपल करो ना. 1 = 10 lakh जाम्बियन, जेड लिख दो. दूसरा लिखो 1 = 1,000 जाम्बियन, जेड लिख दो. अब ये बताओ, वो ऊपर का 10 लाख से 1,000 आया तो कितना टाइम आपका एप्रिसिएशन हुआ? जाम्बियन करेंसी का एप्रिसिएशन पूछ रहा हूँ, रुपीज का नहीं
Sir,
पूछ.
1,000
Sir,
times.
1,000 times.
Absolutely. 1,000 into 1,000 is 10 lakh. Correct? 1,000 into 1,000 is 10 lakh. You got that 10 lakh. You are done with your deal. 1,000 time का appreciation होने वाला है. तो some people can bring half of the suitcase, but to hedge it, they will bring half of it into dollars. Okay, even though they get little lesser than 1:1 million, they might get 750. Still, they will bring 750,000. Still, they will bring half of it in dollar, half of it in Zambian currency, because tomorrow, after change of regime is that government. If that changes, I will get my appreciation done. So this is the second concept. Last concept in foreign exchange and money market, we will be looking into international trade, that how these people enables international trade, why people go to money market, how they work in money market, what is that foreign exchange market, why, what are the tricks and trades of the money market, foreign exchange market, which I need to learn, and we will be covering in next two session. Let's start with the first part first. Anybody has any question up to these three concepts, and what is the purpose of foreign exchange and money market? Up to here, everybody is clear? Anybody who is lost, let me know now. It's your time. Or put yes in chat box if you are clear.
Sir, what was the fourth one? Like there was four concept, liquid, illiquid, or hydrogen risk, and that was fourth one.
So I said three only. Okay. Fourth one is liquidity and illiquidity. So illiquidity becomes the fourth, but hedge fund, liquidity, and facilitating the international trade are those three critical concepts which we need to learn. Did you understood this much?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Perfect, Nishu. Okay. Anybody else who is stuck with any other concept? Have you understood why it is a backbone? Why it is a backbone? चलिए, कौन बताएगा? Who will tell? Why foreign exchange and money market is backbone of global finance? They might not be major instrument, but in volume term they are the major. But why they are called as a backbone? If you break these two market, the whole global market will collapse.
So
Because
because it is one of the largest market.
Absolutely, that's the reason number one. And it is a backbone of global finances because it enables governments, corporation, and even individuals to manage these three parts, which is liquidity, hedging risk, and facilitating the international trade. Now imagine you are a multinational company, you are a Hindustan Unilever, okay, which needs to pay their supplier. You are getting certain formulas from foreign market, okay, like shampoos formula, etc. You need to pay those guys, correct? How will you be paying them in 10 different countries? Some material is coming from China, some material is coming from Zambia, some material is coming from Libya, some material is coming from Bolivia, right? Costa Rica. So how will you pay all these guys? You will require to do two things. First, to go and exchange your currency into dollar. And then that dollar you will send to these guys, your suppliers there, and they will convert into their currency. Definitely you will need that. And second, you will need that you have a structure so that this process remain robust and simpler. Okay. These are the two factors. Whenever you will do a corporate world activity, you will require it. This is where, and even governments, if government want to get money from outside for investing in road projects, investing in agriculture projects, investing in defense project, they need equipment from other country, right? India needs right now equipment. If you need those defense equipment, will you not be paying them in their currency? If you are buying from America, if you are buying from China, will you not paying them in their currency? If you are doing, of course, you need Forex, correct? Or government can borrow as well in that currency. So government will have a chance to do a borrowing of funds to meet their short-term needs. What is that short-term needs? To get the dollar. To get a dollar, you need to raise a bond. The best way to get dollar is float a bond in international market. Go there and say that, look, I am building road project. I am converting that into my loan portfolio. And this portfolio, everybody will get one unit, right? And that unit will be called as bond. You will get your payment done in 5 years. What are the features of bond? How many of you remember? दो फीचर बताइए everyone in the chat box of bond.
सर कूपन रेट।
पर रेट मेरे को चाहिए होगा इंटरेस्ट रेट, वही इंटरेस्ट रेट है। दूसरा क्या चाहिए होगा?
सर मैच्योरिटी।
सिक्योरिटी चाहिए होगा। तीसरा क्या चाहिए होगा? फेस
The
वैल्यू,
tenure.
tenure चाहिए होगा, which is the year, how many years it is. So these are the things you can do. Give it to these Americans and say, give me this equipment or give me dollars so I can buy the equipment. Same thing company can also do. So Hindustan Unilever will create bonds and even can sell into those individual countries. Okay. In their markets, if their market is vibrant bond market, and they will raise the dollar in that country or their currency in that country, that currency they will use to buy the equipment rather than taking Indian money to convert into dollar to convert into bond. You see this process? कितना इजी हो जाएगा ना लाइफ अगर मैंने दोनों साथ में यूज कर दिया तो। I will borrow in their currency. Once the currency, they will, you Hindustan Unilever Costa Rica, sorry, Hindustan, there it will be Unilever. So Unilever Costa Rica will get in that Costa Rica currency by just offering them a bond of that company. Correct? No. Once they will get that currency, against that currency, they will buy those raw material and supply those raw material to Hindustan Unilever, which is supposed to convert rupees into dollar, dollar into Costa Rican currency. So this is how the process works. Let's go to first thing first, which is what is this money market? Why people use this short-term market, right? And we learn that think of this as a financial supermarket. आपके सिटी में सबसे बड़ा फेमस सुपरमार्केट कौन सा है? डीमार्ट है, रिलायंस है, कौन सा है?
सर डी मार्ट।
डीमार्ट है। Just imagine in that supermarket, all shelves are empty. Okay, all shelves are empty. Their dollars are kept. What is kept there? Dollar. And you are going to go with your rupees and buy that dollar. Just imagine that. Of course, I'm not teaching you here Forex, but I'm just letting you imagine that scenario. And why dollar? Because highly liquid, right? The moment you will have dollar, world is at your feet. Everybody wants it. Correct or wrong? Every year it grows like anything. Yeah, gold, yeah, gold le lo, gold. Either dollar or gold. These two things you are buying in D-market. Why you are buying? Because you know every day it is growing only. करेक्ट अक्षय तृतीया के दिन 1 लाख में एक तोला आएगा 10 ग्राम आएगा राइट so that kind of scenario it is appreciating asset so DMart has empty itself put only gold bars which you want to buy there which is highly liquid and it can be traded you can go to any jewelry shop and got yourself covered into a sone ka patra right you can do that so it is highly liquid and tradable. Unlike a stock market may you have to go to Zerodha app, convert your money into online money. Then that online money you will buy in equity, which will be dematerialized into your account. It will sit in your account. When you want to sell, it should not be Sunday. It should not be national holiday. It should not be your app should be working. All that is required. But if you have that gold bar, do you require any of these problems? If you have that gold bar, is it not that easy that you can go to that any market, any sonar ke paas, you can go any goldsmiths you can reach and ask them to melt it and convert into whatever way you want. Yeah, except becoming a food, it can become anything. But of course, whatever it will become, say it rupees, say it paisa, you can get food from that. So that is the shopping center which you are going to and buying something which you can convert very fast and even faster than other asset which appreciate at similar level. Yeah, little bit here and there. Correct or wrong? And if I will do volume business here, automatically I will be in very advanced stage. I can make a lot of money. If I can buy from DMart that gold bar and sell it even with 1% appreciation, but do it every day, right? In a year, how many percent, how much of percentage I will make? 1 raised to 1.01 raised to 1.01 raised to 365 days, right? इतना कंपाउंडिंग होगा उसका इवन 0.01% 1% का इंक्रीज बोल रहा हूं मैं but end result will be how much? Can anybody do this calculation? In a year, what will be the appreciation of your asset? If you can daily buy and daily sell with 1% appreciation in the market, what will be your total return? Compounding. Anyone, do it in Excel, do it in your mobile. Quick. 1.01 raised to 365 days. क्या नंबर आया?
So
Sir,
0.0.
Sorry?
sir, 37.78%.
37, right?
Yes, sir,
37.
37.78%.
Can you imagine how much money you have made just by buying and selling every day? That is the volume business. When we will go in, high frequency trading class, we will be learning this. Are you with me? It's high frequency means generally instrument we will talk. We will not learn how to do high frequency because it's banned. But we will learn the instrument which are used. For example, which are the instrument mostly people use in high frequency option, futures, forwards. And now there is another word which you need to write it down is high frequency and learn about it. Okay. Now, so money market is that place where money or its equivalent, which is liquidity, that how fast I can convert, right? Not Zambian currency, maybe dollar. Okay. Can be traded. That is called money market. That is the market where money, which is cash, or its equivalent, which can be easily convertible to cash, And in balance sheet, that's a line item. How many of you remember your balance sheet where we say cash or cash equivalent? We say, right? That exactly is the money market position. जो भी मनी मार्केट होगा वो उस लाइन में आइटम में जाता है, which is your short term date, right? Always we treat short term date into cash and cash equivalent. Cash and cash equivalent are actually much faster than short term date. Short term date is still little longer, which can be your T bill, treasury bill, etc. But cash and cash equivalent, anything which you can convert into very fast and quickly with a small percentage of gain, right? And for example, if company needs such kind of payment which they require immediately, for example salary, if they have to pay on first, what they need a short term market that on that day I should be made available some cash so my people can withdraw from their account or I can put in their account, right? So in such kind of short term requirement, company generally relies on money market because your cash flow is not as liquid as this one. Cash flow will be in which side of balance sheet? Your cash which is supposed to come every month to you will be in the part of only asset side, which is which kind of line item we put for the receivables? Trade,
Current assets.
trade receivables, right? Account receivable, trade receivable. So those are also near to cash, but are they cash? No, absolutely no. So they are there in your books, but I can't pay salary with that. So what I need some money market instrument from which I can convert into cash or is cash itself, and I can give these guys. And this is the uses of money market. Financial instrument with high liquidity and very short maturity are traded in this area. So two feature we have learned today, please note into your notebooks. One is it is very high, highest liquidity possible, and it is having a very short maturity. So 5 days, 1 day, over the counter, etc., etc. Right? So it is fast, flexible, and essential for managing short-term liquidity needs like salary payment, etc. Are you with me? So this is the what is money market. Now, money market is that market for borrowers where borrowers can come and lenders can come and exchange their requirements. Their requirement is what? Cash or cash equivalent for a short period of time. If that happens, borrower and lender both can come and exchange their requirement for a short period of time. So short period of time is another keyword which you should underline. Okay, this will again repeat again and again. So in contrast to a stock market where you require at least T plus 1 day settlement, T plus 0 day settlement is coming in stock market, but it's still not there. Right now, it requires at least 1 day to get credited in your account. Money market is a system where rather than a specific location, you don't have a stock exchange here. You can work with any banking system. Clear? So that's the difference between money market and a stocks. Stock requires a stock exchange, but money market is available even in your bank. Tell me one money market instrument which is available in your bank can be made available within a day for you. What is that instrument called? Anybody remembers it from their accounting class? कैश एंड कैश इक्विवेलेंट में क्या क्या आता था? डू यू रिमेम्बर?
Sir, bank account balance.
वो तो कैश हो गया ऑफ कोर्स. बैंक अगर सेविंग अकाउंट है तो उसका बैलेंस, करंट अकाउंट है उसका बैलेंस, एब्सोल्युटली दैट्स द वन. प्लस एनीथिंग विच इज लाइंग विथ शॉर्ट मैच्योरिटी लेस देन 30 days डेफिनेटली आ जाएगा. Correct? You will take into consideration that is the money market system. Now, if you want to see the feature, following three feature should be understood first. That money market has some unique side of its operation. First thing is the underlined sentence which I asked you, which is short-term liquidity. It is designed to meet immediate financial need, whether it is government borrowing for few days or corporate bridging a temporary cash gap. My account receivables, which I have given my goods to outsider, they will pay me tomorrow. But if they don't pay me tomorrow, I need to bridge that cash gap with a cash or cash equivalent. Cash तो of course नहीं है, तभी तो bridge करना है. So in that case, money market helps you. Second feature is controlled by trust. Here, trust is a major factor. And that's why not everybody is doing money market transaction. Here, you need authorities to play a larger role. So, which all authority can play a larger role? You can see there is in circle there is a photograph shown. What do you looks like? Either government or banks or financial institution. Government में कौन सा government? Central Bank, which is RBI. बैंक में any bank can be SBI, can be Punjab National, can be SDFC, financial institutions, Bajaj Finance, right? All these people also nowadays play in money market. If you need 2 day cash, you need salary, before salary, there will be different product they have developed, and 50% of those has gone for bankruptcy. Yeah, because they can't recover. They can give you salary. Once you get the salary, even though your salary comes, you never pay them. So those guys goes to bankruptcy. 50% of currently unorganized short-term liquidity market is in NPA. Okay, this is a study news. So be careful about such market. So second part is that it should be controlled by trusted authorities. Specifically, it will be bank, it will be government institution, which can be RBI. Third important feature of this market is wholesale trading. Transactions here are typically large. Okay, they do not do in 10 rupees. Means I give an example for financial institution, but here financial institution are JP Morgans, HSBC, Stand Chart, all these people who have a arm which only does the deal in money market play. Otherwise, you have Lala, right, who does this kind of business. You must have heard 1 रुपए का 5 रुपया करके वो बेचते हैं monthly, etc. You must have heard all those people who gives you money on daily sites. On movies में we must have seen, right? Somebody is about to get bankrupt, he goes and take money, and that guy becomes his enemy. So that story where he gets money quickly is that quick money which creates the problem, and that quick money is money market guy. So he is also unofficial market people, but they are also playing a larger role in Indian market specifically. Across world, that happens. So transaction typically are very large here. It's a wholesale trading market, and generally these are conducted over the counter. There is no stock exchange. What is the difference between OTC and a stock exchange? Have you understood that or not? Put in chat box N if you do not know the difference between OTC market and a stock exchange. And yes, if you know it. Go ahead, quick. Okay. Okay. So one person at least know. Ria, tell us. Okay, 2% knows. So first, let me hear from Juhi first. Juhi. Juhi, tell me, what do you understand by stock market and OTC market? What is the difference?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Sir, OPC market can it is important to understand the OPC cannot trade in the property account. Or stock market at least two director.
Okay, okay, fair. Okay, let me try Ria. Ria, what's the difference between these two?
So, OTC means over-the-counter market.
Right,
Uh, in OTC, the transactions, the trading happen directly between the parties. And in stock exchange, the trading happens in the marketplace, which is regulated and centralized by the government.
right,
And in stock market, the trading is of securities. And in the OTC market, it is directly with the parties of unlisted the unlisted stocks and bonds.
right. Okay, okay, good. Muhammad Ayan, you also said yes. Anybody who has either you have to say yes or no. You cannot be silent. Please write yes or no. So I know you know or you don't know. Then only I explain. No. Muhammad Ayan, can you can also try what exactly these two markets are?
Sir, stock market, the trading in stock market takes place with a centralized marketplace where securities are listed and traded. But in OTC market, over the counter market, no centralized platform has made, and OTC market is less regulated, and the prices are negotiated privately, not like stock market, the market price. And sir, OTC market is generally riskier than stock market because stock market is regulated by SEBI.
Very good. Both of you, Ria and Mohammed, good job. Juhi, this is why I want to say yes or no. So if you know something wrong, I can correct it, right? If you will not say yes or not say wrong, like a lot of people are not saying, I don't know whether you know or you don't know. And if I will just move on, which I supposed to do now because I have to go at a speed, I cannot drag it. So you will be in trouble tomorrow. So thank you, Juhi. At least you said yes. And if your thinking was wrong, I am trying to correct it. But the people who are not responding, I don't know whether they know or they don't know. Yeah, because next concept builds on the last concept, right? That's how my class is, right? Everything is related. If I will not make it relatable, then you will never remember. Everything has to be like on one string. So आप मोती की माला जैसी होती है वैसा बनाना है. So आपने एक स्ट्रिंग को उठाया, लास्ट स्ट्रिंग तक पता चलना चाहिए. एंड दैट इज हाउ माई क्लास आर रैंजेस. तो अगर आपको नहीं आता है आप नो लिखो, अगर आता है तो यस लिखो, और फिर मैं अगर पूछूंगा आप गलती करोगे तो मैं समझाऊंगा. सो जो यू सॉ व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन स्टॉक मार्केट एंड OTC market, and a lot of you who has said no thank you. Okay. Why? Because then it becomes easier for me to bring you on the same page. See, stock market is simple concept. We have learned that you can list stock and bond there very easily. Even government bonds, right? You can use the stock market to list. Why we need a stock market? Because we need somebody who's intermediary, who is responsible to execute it properly, right? Execute it properly मतलब कि मैंने आपको पैसे दिए तो in exchange of that you will give me the stock. If that center body is not there, then nobody is responsible here, right or wrong? Again, I'm explaining you. If I give somebody currency, he has to give me a stock. What are the chances he will not do it if he is not in front of me? What is the chances? Give me 50%, 100% in the chat box. If I give money to say Rahul Gandhi, what are the chances I cannot see him, he cannot see me? What are the chances he will not give me the stock which he owns? Very high, right? Ronak, why very low? Tell me why
Sir,
very low.
if you are doing it from an official source, then it will be very low chances that he will cheat with
But
us.
you didn't hear my question, no, Ronak. I asked that if I give to Rahul Gandhi, he is well known, but does he know me? He doesn't know me. I do not know him. I gave him money and he's sitting somewhere and he to always goes to Italy, right? Or some other places for roaming purposes and he's not approachable. Sometime, this is a story I hear. So my point is very low. He's individual. He will run away. Individual capacity. I'm not saying he is the owner of Congress party or Bhajpa or any other party. I'm saying as an individual, I just took his name. In that case, it's very high that he will run away with my money and he will never give the stock which he was supposed to give. Correct or wrong, Ronak?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So this is why you need somebody in between. So I will go and approach Sonia ji. Sonia ji with the spectacles, right? She comes in movies as well. So that lady, if I will approach, she remains in India. He will, she will catch him and bring it back, give him a stock or return his money. And that's why I need a central agency. That central agency is stock market. In over the counter, it happens that individual trade. Of course, it will be in a premise where there is a counter, for example, bank. But is that necessary that bank will return your money? We have taken even country goes bankrupt, right? They never return the money. Will even bank can be assured that they will give you a money or give you the stock which they were supposed to do? It is possible they will do it because there is another body for them, but generally few of them do not do it. And they, even though they will give it, we know so many forgery happening, right? Even in bank, you go to deposit your money, old people go and give it to some guy to deposit for them because they cannot operate ATM and CDM machine, cash deposit machine. They give it to them. They will say, okay, sir, here I am putting, and he does some magic, and his magic releases some paper. That paper old guy takes it to home, and then he sees his mobile. There is no credit happening. How many of you have heard such kind of a story in newspaper? Yes, in chat box. If you have heard it, if you didn't hear it, then you are not reading anything. ओके एटलीस्ट द न्यूज़पेपर या अदरवाइज कोई ना कोई तो आके बता ही रहा है कि डेली हो रहा है दिस इज हैपनिंग इन इंडिया सो माय पॉइंट इज दिस इज द ओवर द काउंटर मार्केट where you are relying on the person sitting on the over the counter who is taking your money whether he will give you the stock or not known, not recognizable, not accept possible, etc. And that's why here the major play happens because of stock market. There is a central agency which assures that whoever is committing to sell you the stock and you are committing to pay the money, both party has to do it. If they will not do it, stock market will penalize both of them. Correct? This is the role of a stock market, and that's how OTC market is differentiated. And in wholesale trading, all the transaction we learned happens over the market. It doesn't happen on the exchange. Clear? And this is why money market is little dicey. And that's why you need a trusted authority. And if that trusted authority or the guy who is trading with that trusted authority breach the relationship, case happens. Tell me which case in recent time, scandal I'm talking about, which links to this particular problem of money market. मनी मार्केट का एक बहुत बड़ा स्कैंडल हुआ है इंडिया
Sir,
में. टेल मी.
Sir, Adani.
नहीं, अडानी नहीं है. बड़ा सा.
Harshad
सॉरी मोहम्मद, आई कुड नॉट हियर यू.
Sir, Harshad Mehta scam.
नो, दैट वाज ऑन स्टॉक मार्केट. दैट तो स्टॉक मार्केट का गेम था. आई एम टेलिंग यू मनी मार्केट. ओवर द काउंटर डील हो रहे थे एंड इट वाज कंप्लीटली फर्जरी टू द ट्यून ऑफ 14 लाख 14,000 करोड़. 1,000 करोड़. 7,600 करोड़ तो रिकवरी में, 9,000 करोड़ तो गवर्नमेंट एस्टेब्लिश की है. 9,000 करोड़. A guy was going and taking certain paper, saying, this is my paper, give me some currency in another country, and I want to expand in that country. I want to buy diamonds from that country. I want to sell diamonds to this country. You take this paper.
Sir, Nirav Modi.
Absolutely, Muhammad. That was the guy. Okay, it happened in money market and related. It was also short-term market. The instrument which he was using doesn't get recognized anywhere. So point was in Indian market was there was a loophole. Harshad Mehta also used the similar kind of stuff, but he used with the SBI, a specific bank, a specific type of instrument. So it became, and he was doing trading on the stock market. This guy was to completely over the counter he was playing. Okay. So this is the case study you need to go and read. This is the second homework. Beach wala homework, I have removed it because you have to learn your own. Second homework is Nirav Modi case. What exactly was that instrument? How it was played out and how this whole game was done. Mehul Choksi and Nirav Modi case. Clear? Bhumika. Now, so these are the three major features. So first of all, why these features are important? This feature first reason it is important because you need to fulfill the short-term liquidity need, which I need, for example, corporate or government, and I need to exchange with somebody who controls that trust, who can hold my trust, right? ट्रस्टेड आदमी चाहिए ना सामने के काउंटर पे, नहीं तो पैसे लेके भाग जाएगा. सो दैट इज वाई पार्टिसिपेंट विथ लार्ज सम ऑफ मनी लाइक बैंक, कॉर्पोरेट, money market mutual fund, illiquid funds, government through central banks, these are the people who can be trusted. Financial institutions like insurance and pension funds, these are the people who can be trusted. And there is a people who needs the money. Even government needs the money, major institution needs the money, perhaps even individual needs the money for short term, and they frequently turn to money market as a solution to their short term liquidity need. Have you understood the borrower and the lender here? Right, both are One should be controlled by trust. Another should be requirement of short-term liquidity need. That's how this short-term market games is being played. Now, money market is a system which we have understood where physical money market does not exist. Okay, ऐसा नहीं सोचना कि वो डीमार्ट एग्जिस्ट करता है जहाँ पे आप जाके सोना ले सकते हो एंड यू कैन पे मनी. Yeah, don't even imagine in your wildest dream. It's not possible. Next day, people from Jharkhand, UP, from my city, Bihar, they will come and rob that DMart. So you need banks who can protect your money, need lockers, etc. So this is the point. Again, I'm not here stereotyping. I'm just giving example. Rahul Gandhi was also an example. I'm not stereotyping. He's a very responsible person, and he's a leader of opposition party. So these are just jokes which we are making for making it little interactive so you can understand. So here, physical money market does not exist. It is an unofficial network of banks and traders instead. So there is a bank and there are traders who play this market play. Okay, here there is no individual like in a stock market who will go and put his bid, and there will be ask, and then there is a ask and bid match. How many of you remember that equity class? Remember, if you don't, go and check that once more, that page. Wholesale trading is another feature of this market which is critical. Money market trading is a wholesale market trading. Always remember, over the counter. I don't think so you will ever forget this concept, right? And money market has three major players. First is issuer. These are those entities like government, banks, and corporations that borrow funds. Issuers are those entities like government, banks, and corporation funds that borrow funds. Okay. Second, lenders. Lenders are which people? These are those people who offer that fund. For example, mutual fund could be that. Foreign institutional investor, FII, you must have heard in the stock market. They play large game, right? When they come into market, market becomes bull market. When they leave market, market becomes bear market. These are again thumb rule. These are not actual stuff, but it people feels that. Then there are banks who does this money market business, who provides funds as a lender. So there is a issuer. These can be entity. They want to convert their bond, their short-term papers into such kind of instrument which can be sold into the money market. There is a lender who does this process, and then there is a intermediaries who are controlling and making sure people are not running away with your money. Which are those people? These are central bankers, or sometime even deal makers, right? Dealers act as a middleman and facilitate such kind of transaction between the issuer and lender to the people who are looking for it. For example, when a bank has excess fund, it has an excess fund, it can lend to another bank through any intermediary in between, government, RBI, or even some investment banker, ensuring that anybody who needs extra cash, they can come and borrow from me as a provider of liquidity to the market. Okay, as a provider to liquidity to the market. Now bank plays dual role, both as a issuer as well as lender, between the issuer and lender. So you saw, right? One bank has excess cash, another bank requires little more cash to fulfill his CRR with RBI, that so much of liquidity is maintained in one day. It can happen, right? Not every day is same day. So someday you kept 20 rupees out of 100 loan portfolio, you kept 20 rupees cash. So anybody who wants money, who has deposited with you and wants to withdraw, I need to have cash. That is the CRR ratio, right? Now that ratio is maintained one day. Second day, it might be some big guy came and withdrawn all 20 rupees. So you do not have a cash. What will you do? You will go to this money market and take it from another bank who has little excess cash that day. Have you understood this dynamic? If you have understood this dynamic, put yes in chat box, quick. This dynamic was very simple, right? This is the relationship between these three people, the issuer, the lender, and the intermediary. If you have understood it, very simple, understood it clearly, put yes in chat box, please. So Nishu understood, Lokesh understood, Rosni understood, Muhammad Ayan, Ronak, Pooja, Riya, okay, Bhumika, Pranay, Muskan. Good. Now, let's understand another concept. What is that structure in India? The structure of Indian money market also you should understand. I have already clarified that generally bankers do this kind of exchanges. But in India, money market can be classified into two types, first of all. One is the organized money market, and second is unorganized money market. What is that organization and non-organization? Organization requires, of course, regulated entity to look into. For example, Reserve Bank of India. So if there is a regulated entity is playing this over the counter game, of course, there is no stock market, then it will be called organized money market. Now, tell me when it will be unorganized. Simple thinking process. Organized, I have explained you that it there is no central party, but here trusted authorities are involved. For example, Reserve Bank, commercial bank, development banks, etc., etc., and there is a formal structure to the part of this market. What will be unorganized market in India?
Sir, as you said, like Lala, who
Lalas.
gives,
Absolutely. Chit fund, guys. Have you seen chit fund? So and so chit fund. Yeah.
yes,
American
Yes.
Development Chit Fund. They will put at the end chit fund. Now it is made mandatory that you have to write chit fund. Right? And chit fund has a connotation. He will take your money, and the moment he will have excess money, he will run away. Correct? That's what everybody understand with chit fund. So if you see chit fund, cooperative banks, these could be your money market suppliers, but they are part of what? They are part of unorganized money market. They can provide, means they are taking deposits, so they must be lending also, right? So they lend on short-term basis as well because they are not that organized, and thereby this market doesn't have so much of trust, and they can go sometime out of the business. But good for me, no? If I am taking from money market and that guy becomes the bankrupt, do I need to pay them? Of course, I don't need to pay them immediately, maybe after 10 years after court case settled. Are you with me? Or Reserve Bank intervenes and start collecting money from everyone. Are you with me? Because if that bank only goes for bankruptcy, I will have that freedom. But point here is that market will be called unorganized market or less regulated market that caters to a smaller and localized need. Yeah. So some people who need, and that's why Lala come into play, right? He comes city to city. These people are always there, city to city. For example, a large corporation might borrow from, will he borrow from unorganized money market or organized money market? Which market he will be borrowing from?
sir, organized.
Absolutely. He will be borrowing from organized market. He cannot borrow from unorganized market because he's not allowed to even, right? Large corporations requires large cash. Can a small Lala can give him? He will not give him as well. Okay. A small trader, however, if he needs money, which market he will rely first?
Sir, he will be relying on a unorganized market first.
Perfect, Ronak. Because then if the Lala dies, aha, moment for him, correct? Need not to return money. And that is why organized money market are listed here, which includes Reserve Bank of India, scheduled commercial bank, lenders which are authorized to do lending, development banks, investment institution, regional rural banks as well, foreign banks, state finance corporation. These are the people who are part of Indian organized money market. These are the part of people who are unorganized money market people in India. I'm talking about India specific here. So these are indigenous banks, the localized bank who has come from the, some big family, etc. Domestic money, transfer schemes, nidhis and chit funds, which is allowed under Indian Government Act. But these are smaller people. Traders and friends and family, of course, you know which friend I'm talking about. How many of you have read a story which I have referred several times, and who have not read, I'm asking question to them. Merchant of Venice. How many of you have read that story? किसी ने पढ़ा नहीं है? Of course, this is one of the best stories of, yeah, Nishu has read it. Very good, Nisha. Ria has read it, yeah? Who has written this? Shakespeare, right? He wrote this story back in 1800, 1600, whatever time. Yeah, Muhammad Ayan. That guys are basically this trader and friends. Merchant of Venice are those friends who will ask, who will give you the money when you need it. But when he will recover through your pound of flesh from your thigh. Correct? And then comes the brokers and dealers. Right? Brokers and dealers are also a big part of such initiatives. Now, a structure of this money market also follows through a sub market or bill market. There is another market called sub market and bill market. You also have sub market here, which are dedicated to giving you call money. Call money market, which of course on next slide I am going to go, and actually that will be your exercise now. Okay, I will give you that as a third exercise. So, but I will explain you before we go there. Call money market will be that money market where banks borrow funds overnight basis to fund their, or to manage their liquidity daily. Call market is what market? Is a overnight market. What do you mean by overnight? आज लिया कल वापस दिया. Only 24 hours. That is the market. There is a market called 24-hour market, which is called call money market. Tell me which instrument generally people play. Last time I have referred. Last class, last to last class actually. First class I was discussing this. Repo. Have you heard repo? Repurchase agreement. Repo. That is get dealt into call money market. तो उसके सामने लिख लीजिएगा आप लोग. Call money dash repo. Bank borrow these funds overnight to manage their daily liquidity, and then you have a bill market. Now, what are those market? Bill market are government issue. When government issues the treasury bond, those are called treasury bills. Actually, they issue treasury bill. They do not issue bonds. If they are issuing bond, it is more than a year mostly. If it is a treasury bill, it is less than a year. So treasury bill to raise funds for short-term need is basically part of bill market. समझ में आ गई? एक तरफ ट्रेजरी बिल है, दूसरी तरफ बैंक्स का रेपो है. रेपो इज कॉल्ड call money market, and treasury bill is in played in which market? Bill market, right? These are the two different side of a story. Of course, 364 days is the maximum tenure you will find in such kind of market. Commercial paper market, which is corporation issue, unsecured promissory note to meet working capital requirement, is the commercial paper market or commercial deposit. Here you will find commercial deposit and commercial papers. Okay, there are two different things. So commercial deposit, commercial paper, 364 dash day bill market, which is up to 364 day, which is treasury bill we know as such. There are several treasury bills, and one of those are 364, one of those are 5 days, 10 days, 30 days. Generally, it is monthly, quarterly kind of. And then the last one is certificate of deposit markets, CD we say. CD is generally bank issues as a negotiable certificate to diversify their funding sources. So they do not only want to take overnight liquidity, which is coming from call market. They also do not want to take through the treasury bill market or through launching commercial paper. To diversify, they create commercial deposit, certificate of deposit to diversify their funding sources. Now, each of these sub market has a specific purpose, which is that they want to ensure that money market remains versatile. Okay, so I need only for one day. Which market I will go? Guys, go ahead and put in chat box which market I will go. If I'm a bank and I need a lending only for a day, which market will I be going? Absolutely, Ria. Correct, Roshni. Correct, Muhammad Ayan. Good, Pooja. Which market I will be going? I have explained it. If you, okay, somebody is saying RBI. Very good. No problem. I will again explain. Correct, Ronak. Correct. Absolutely. Perfect. Rajavadhya. Very good. Pranay is giving 24 hours. Okay, what is that 24 hours? I don't know. You need to tell me which market I will be going. There is 24 by 7 is there, which is acquired by Reliance. 24 by 7. Yeah, that's the like DMart, it is also on the roadside. You will find in Malaysia, Asia, right? In India also they are coming, but I never heard Pranay 24 hours is a market in India. Yet to come. Muskan says, okay, money market. Yeah, overall it is money market. I am saying that sub market. In sub market, which market? Don't tell me sub market. That's again a category. Sub market is a part of money market. I am saying which instrument market I will be going to. Be specific. Good, Pranay. If you don't remember, no, don't remember. No problem. It's okay. I'm here to explain to you. Just I want to know whether you know it or not. Did you catch it or not? If you don't catch it, I'm taking a pause. That's what I'm doing. Okay. There is some. Okay. Very good, Lokesh. Wonderful. Try. Everyone try. Otherwise, anyway, it's a distance discussion. So it should not become too distant. Yeah, Chandan. Perfect, Chandan. Good job. Nishu, again, you are telling me category. It's not RBI. It is definitely not sub. That is category. That is part of money market. Money market part is sub market. Under sub market, which instrument market I will go for 1 day credit? Absolutely, Nitisar. Juhi, correct. Absolutely. And that's the market. That is market is called call money market or repos. Those are for 24 hours, which Pranay was telling. Absolutely, Nishu. Now you got it correct. Very good. Yeah. So this is why I stopped and asked you a question. Now this will be your job. What will you be doing? You will be also trying to find all this money market, what this money market stands for, and which kind of instrument it uses. So three line ये सारे पे लिखना है. Call money, bill market, which is also include 364-day bill market, commercial deposit, commercial papers, and in bill market, commercial bills and treasury bills. I need a definition. Okay. तो बिल मार्केट में मैंने बता दिया बिल मार्केट एंड 364 उसके अंदर दो चीजें कमर्शियल बिल्स एंड ट्रेजरी बिल भूमिका यू हैव टू राइट दिस एंड पोस्ट एज ए आई थिंक फोर्थ piece of the homework, correct? And this also be
It's third.
finished. Sorry?
So it's third assignment, no?
Third assignment. Okay, good. So I love four, so I always gravitate to four. Okay. So three. So these are the three homeworks. Please finish before Saturday. Submit in a paper. But don't ask ChatGPT to answer all three questions because I see few of you are doing it, still doing it. And you know, I do not want theory. I want what you have searched. Just search and write it yourself. That is enough for me. Clear? With that, we have come to an end of our session. Any question you have, go ahead. It is your time if you have not understood anything.
Sir, when will we have to present our soft skill presentation?
Saturday, just after 2 days down the line.
That this Saturday, no, sir?
This Saturday. So today, you guys in the group should discuss who is doing what part. Divide. We have a structure to that, right? Every time you are doing it. Somebody will do the opening, somebody will take one topic, somebody will take second topic, somebody will take third, and last person will summarize it all. That what we
The both the presentation we have to give on Saturday.
the presentation of soft skill. You are a deal maker, right?
Yes, sir.
Ah,
One presentation we have to give alone also, no? That bond, 81
yes,
bond.
that is 81 bonds. So two presentation will be happening. First round will be group, second round will be individual. Yes,
Sir, on the same day.
3 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah. Same. No, first presentation is individual presentation. That is not group presentation. 81 bonds scandal is individual presentation that you do it. What you're finding, what you feel, not more than 3 minutes. Remember 3 minutes. Okay. So 3 to 5 slide maximum. In the skill, you can make as many slides, but again, not beyond 15 minutes. So generally 10 to 15 slides. Are you clear? So you can divide two each, one each, something like that.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Sir, do we have to present both of them in this Saturday? or they will have separate dates?
Everything on this Saturday. Going forward, everything will go on very high pitch mode. So don't ask me again. Because you will
Yes,
ask
sir.
me again, answer will be same. It will not change. Or I will ask Dalvinder ji to talk now. Dr. Dalvinder, explain them, please. Is he there or he left? He left, huh? Okay. So Bhumika, please write it and mark it to Dr. Dalvinder. He will explain it if somebody is confused. With that, we have
Sir,
come.
I want to tell something apart from this session.
Sorry, Mohammed Ayan, right? Tell me. I, I don't know who is speaking. You have to tell your name, please.
Sir,
Yeah. Who is this? I can't see you. I can't hear you. There was some question, Juhi. Somebody asked any question here, or it was just a noise?
Sir, Ayan wants to say something, but his mic is not supporting.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Yeah, it's echoing as well. A lot of echo is there. Yeah, he can put it in chat box or ask him, and he can put it in. Pooja understood, so good, Pooja. Clear? So three assignment, two projects. सारा लिखना होगा भूमिका आपको ग्रुप में, please. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
you.
I was saying that.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, I was saying that I got selected in Growth Arrow internship in Bangalore for 2 months, sir. The
Lovely.
designation is, yes, sir.
Lovely. That's very good. Congratulations.
Sir, the designation, thank you, sir. The designation is Assistant Portfolio Management.
Lovely. So you are reading the right subject then. When you are starting?
Sir, the date is not fixed. It will be notified by the Growth Arrow company, and I have to come to Bangalore to do that internship.
Do visit our company as well. Okay. Mohammed Ayan, and congratulations, Growth Arrow Company. Did this came from Dalvinder ji or not? Tell me that first. Did he help you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It
That
is from the campus only.
perfect. Good job done. Chalo, congratulations. Keep it up, everyone. When you are joining, you didn't say that. When you are joining? Achha, they will inform you. Okay, okay. Clear. They will inform you. Clear, clear. Chalo,
Sir,
guys.
do you know the company?
No, I have never heard of them. It
Sir,
definitely this is Dalvinder ji, right? Dalvinder ji must be knowing it.
sir,
Yes, please. Send me the detail. I
uh,
might be knowing, my friends might be knowing. Okay. Which location and what is the company website?
Yes, sir. I'll send.
Send, send, send. Yeah, sorry, somebody was saying. Nishu, yes, Nishu, go
yeah.
ahead.
Sir, our topic is presentation skills. So you said we have to include how to present numbers. So only basis of number we have to make slide or also include how to present ourselves or solve skill related to that.
Everything. But focus should be that how we should be representing graphs, charts. That part is also critical, right? So that should be your focus. But you have to give the basic to them as well. Whatever you have learned, you have to give them.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Sir, I have one more question that is not related to session,
Yes.
but I have read that on LinkedIn.
You read?
Yes, sir. I read that what is revenue-based financing? Like how company gets funds without giving
Revenue-based
equity.
revenue-based financing, another jugglery in financial world.
Yes, sir. Japto company.
It is, it is, it is. There are several company in Bangalore who does such kind of financing. They do it generally by taking your receivables with mostly with suppliers like Amazon or your Flipkart. All these also have a receivable bills of 45 days. They do not pay you immediately, even though you are working with them. So these kind of instrument they will mortgage and they will give you a loan. Okay. But these loans are also a shark's loan. Loan sharks, if you have heard, these guys are also doing such kind of transaction. Why you are asking? Somebody has approached you with an internship there?
No, sir. After reading that, just in my mind, question arises. Sir,
No, no, it's a very good market right now. You can get internship there, all of you. A lot of companies are doing right now revenue-based loans. And in a small city, there is a big use of this right now because everybody is selling from online, right? They are selling through Amazon. They are doing boutique sales through Amazon or Flipkart. They are doing wrapping, packing, and selling it, right? These guys, if they want to expand, they need such kind of loan and such kind of market players as well. And that's a massive market in India right now. But I do not, regard them really well because they are also loan sharks. The percentage which they charge is based on IRR, another concept in corporate finance we will be learning if we get time in valuations. They do not give plain loan, right? Okay, they do not give straightforward interest. They will not charge you interest, they will charge you IRR. That's why it is a revenue based. Anything else you want to know?
no, sir. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure, Nishu. Okay, so guys, let's close the session. See you on Saturday. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
So, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.